This is going to be a very interesting matchup because the laning phase is going to be more RRQ favored, Clint favored here, but later into the game, the scaling in as well as just the raw damage coming out of that Airthel may pose a problem because she's going to be shooting and moving at the same time.
Shooting and moving, I like it because, you know, I saw...
Yep, I definitely cannot wait, and I'm sure all of you at home cannot wait as well for the game to be underway, so don't worry, you don't have to wait at all because we are now back in the land of Dawn for our third series of the day. It's gonna be Idns from Thailand on the blue side going up against Indonesia's RRQ Hoshi.
There it is. Jungle Julian, right? I think that's, honestly, so far from what we've seen, I think this is the best place right now for Julian, the way that teams are currently using him. And also, when you're talking about matching him up here, you know, he's matched up against an Akai, who we've seen dominate the past couple days.
I think that I do think that Julian in the jungle is going to be the safest way for a lot of teams because they're very comfortable, and with the way Julian plays out, he kind of fits the role being a utilitarian, being able to deal enough damage, but if you need him to engage and lock somebody down just enough for you to win your trade.
Available on both sides, and RRQ has the advantage here.
Lois using the heavy spin, wants to go in, but the turtle has already been secured by Albert, who pops the enhanced chain. Dawning Light doing a lot more damage. Going to unfortunately be the first blood here, and now RQ looking for another one. A nice jump forward by Izzy to escape the Numenon blast, and now the sprint going to allow him to get away, but the dog! That's just unfortunate. Clay in perfect position to get it with that.
Hard for Lois to decide on which target to actually like heavy spin on. Right, the Abyssal arrows are there. Turtle is going to be reset right now, but at this point, like, who do you jump on if you're Lois?
I think... I don't know. I think it's either Albert or ideally Clay. I mean, Clay and Lemon are obvious choices, but if you can get Albert as well, I think that would be the most ideal. But Lois now in some trouble.
Yes, heavy spin, but Mr. P stops it in place, but Ramella gets the turtle somehow. Albert missing the retribution. Now Lois in a bit of trouble. R7 wants to look for him, will get that kill. Albert being jumped on in the back line, but is able to survive with the dash away.
Get caught out, but RRQ, I think they've got an idea here.
Oh, they do find Vin. He wasn't expecting 3 members in that bush, and the heavy spin finally going to find its target, locking down Lolita. Albert going to miss the chain, but still gets the kill on Ramella. Now looking for Lois, but Izzy doing a fair bit of damage. Izzy, he's left by himself. Zanri going to be backing things off. Numenon Blast will find, actually gets disrupted there by the Abyssal Arrow, allowing the Irritel to walk away, but the tower will go to side of RRQ. Here comes Lois though, gets a nice 2-man heavy spin, and that's going to secure the kill onto Lemon. Vin not quite squishy enough to be picked off, but that is a nice catch.
After finding the problem, if they can bait IDNS into a fight they cannot win, that would be most ideal rather than having to coin flip it, but no, they stun Lois and they guarantee get this Lord.
Lois now going to be targeted, but R7 jumping onto Ramella in the backline as well. Heavy spin will pin him against the wall, but it is forced to be used defensively now because RRQ are just applying way too much pressure.
See, this is the thing, right? There's like,
with this Lord pushing in, they need something to slow it down, and they can't afford to lose all of their outer turrets.
The Dawning Light already doing really notable damage here, and even Lois not really finding a chance to engage. Izzy again being the target of R7. This Esmeralda has his sights set on the Irritel, and they're gonna look for him in every single fight. Lord now pushing into mid inhibitor, but IDNS does clear that up alongside the top wave. RQ still has a minion wave, but I don't think they'll be able to get any structures off of this.
So slow, so methodical here. RRQ just barely interacting with IDNS, and now with the 7 point.
A simple advantage. Lord now pushing in mid lane. Clay already using Dawning Light quite early on, and Lois taking a fair bit of damage as well. R7 with a 2-man Falling Star Moon in the backline is zoning out the entire team. Numenon Blast gonna find one on Sun, and he is instantly taken out of the picture. They're now rotating up to the top lane. They want to take the top inhibitor while IDNS is busy defending the bottom one. 2 structures down. RQ, it looks like they're happy with just that.
I don't think they can go for any more picks with the high ground defense that that IDNS has so far. They can clear waves, but fortunately, even then, might not necessarily be enough.
They're gonna get this turret. I mean, that's the lockdown already, right? So R7, I mean, this has been the entire game. He's just getting attention, putting pressure wherever lane he parks himself in. Now, base of IDNS completely exposed here. RRQ, disciplined decision. Go back.
Playing textbook is real boring here. I mean, after watching what happened in Group D, wait, speaking of boring, Eloy's already found his pick.
Yeah, he's R7, he's gonna get the 1v5 I mentioned earlier, but they're running away from him because the rest of RQ is coming in. Ramela, Izzy has to run away. Lois and Sun are separated from the rest of their team, and now RQ are just chasing them down. This is like a cat and mouse situation. Lois gonna be the first to fall. Double kill going over to Lemon. Massive damage. Izzy forced to run through the tower as Ramela is picked off as well. Dawning Light just to add insult to injury as R7 just going to catch him with the falling Star Moon. 4 members down. Sun and now RRQ looking to end this game with this minion wave. Numenon Blast on top of the Tam as he does manage to dodge it, but he is in a 1v5 situation. No way he's getting out of that killing spree. Going to RRQ, a wipeout on IDNS Esports as RRQ Hoshi close out game number 1.
Textbook fashion.